Hello from above.
What's up guys, and welcome back to another video. In today's video I have finally got my face cam, guys. Let's go. That is so hyped. Really excited to, I guess, up the quality of my videos from now. Tell me what you guys think of it. It's been a long time coming. I know I've been saying like it'll be here for a while now, but it is finally here, and in my opinion it looks pretty good. It's a pretty good face cam in my opinion. Obviously not the best, but just because the best one was a lot more expensive in my country than if I like got it from the US, and like importing was expensive. Anyway, long story, rambling now. I'm using this right here, Graveyard Rascals, Tombstone. You know the deck. It's been roaming around GCs right now and is absolutely insane. It's one of my favorite decks right now, if not my favorite deck. But anyway, I hopefully will be able to get a 12 win in this video. We'll see what we can do. My first 12 win with the face cam on, which would be pretty hype if I get it. I'm 11-2 now, so we'll see how things go. But before we get into that, I just wanna, I guess, go through some of the replays and things like that, and see what we can do there, and like kind of show you guys how to play this deck, like good matchups, bad matchups, and all of that jazz. So yeah, hopefully you guys do enjoy this video. I'm pretty excited, obviously, to be using my face cam now. So yeah, without any further ado, let's hop into the video. Alright, so here, let's hop into the first game. It was myself against Ryan the Bomb from Nova EG, and this was definitely a really good game. I was kind of surprised to see him, just because obviously I've seen him on Twitter before, and like I kind of know of him, not really, but anyway. He's gonna be playing a Rascals minor poison deck. Definitely a counter to me, in my opinion. So yeah, definitely kind of a tough matchup, but nonetheless, it's not like impossible or even like that hard. I mean, it's a counter, but like I'd say maybe 60-40. I'd say 60-40 in his favor. I do go for a graveyard there, get around 500 damage or so, even maybe slightly more than 500 damage, so that was really nice for me. I think I might just log here, yeah, because I know my my Rascal girls are going to be able to clean that up pretty nice and easily. And I just dropped my Ice Golem there because I didn't want my Rascal boy to get targeted. I knew he didn't have log there, so I'm just gonna kind of spam a bit, see if I can get something going. He does defend it really well though, so well played to him there. We don't get any damage, but we do take care of quite a lot of his troops there. So no, I guess, hardships down there, or it wasn't too hard to defend or attack there. So that's good. And I think I go for a graveyard push here. Yes, I do. I just want to be keeping up the pressure, you know. Don't want to let him or let him play on his cycle. That's pretty key when playing with graveyard, in my opinion. Just to make sure that you're kind of playing on your terms and on your cycle, rather than letting them kind of keep the tempo of the game. So yeah, you just want to try and play graveyard as control-y or control-somely as possible, just because it's quite a control-y archetype, to be honest. It's like, I mean, you find some graveyard decks which are kind of not very control-some, but in my opinion, most of the decks that I like to play, which have graveyard in, are pretty control-some. So I think here I go for a poison push. I mean, a poison. No, I don't. I just want to save my log there. And now I poison. I'm quite a bit ahead in damage. Oh, no, actually. Yeah. I'm like around 400 damage ahead of him right now. And things are definitely looking pretty decent. He goes for a skeleton barrel push. I defend that pretty easily, in my opinion. And I just go for a graveyard push again. He's going to have to poison that. I love it when I go for a graveyard and then he poisons to counter it, just because then he can't use poison on offense. And I also get usually like around, let's say, 3 skeletons or something like that. And that's, in my opinion, like really good value. In that situation, I think I could have maybe saved my poison, to be honest. I think I should have saved my poison and then gone for a log. That probably would have been the better points of action, but nonetheless, here we're just gonna force him to play that poison again, and we're gonna get 1 or 2 hits there. So that's all I really want. I want to keep doing the or getting as much chip damage as possible. He's gonna go for another skeleton barrel push, and I don't think I poison here. Oh, I do. Just want to play things safe, I guess. I don't think I needed that, but as I say, it's kind of better, rather safe than sorry, you know. And he goes for a poison there, and I'm gonna get a couple of hits again, getting the tower down to, what is that, 545 HP. So that's exactly what I want right there. And now I guess a couple more graveyard pushes, and I'll get the tower down pretty easily. He goes for a really weird push here. I don't really understand it, but I'm just gonna log that. And I think I play my ice golem here, do I? Yes, I do. And I go for a quick graveyard opposite lane, and I'm not sure whether that was a good play. I think I should have just focused on defending there, but nonetheless, we get it done. And the tower's down to, I think, poison, log, and like 1 skeleton damage. Poison plus log does 300 damage exactly. So yeah, I guess that's a useful tip if you ever need that. But I think I just go for a graveyard push here. I go for an ice golem, and I think I just go for spear goblins over there. And do I get any damage? Yes, I do. Get the tower down to 193, and that's going to be GG. Just roll through the log. And as you guys can see there, in that match I played like really cautiously, to be honest. Like playing things real slow, and just making sure I don't make any like dumb mistakes. I could have maybe even played a little bit more riskily, to be honest. But nonetheless, I got that W down, and that was GG against him. So let's hop into the next match. Alright, hopping into the next match here, we have myself up against Chroma. He's playing actually my Prince Bait deck that I like so much. One of my favorite decks, to be honest. It's a really aggressive deck. That's what it's kind of fun to play, just because you can really like keep up the pressure and play like really aggressive and get a lot of damage quite easily, in my opinion. But at this point, I thought he was playing some sort of a log bait deck, obviously. So I'm just gonna roll the log. I was a little wary of doing that, just because I knew he was probably gonna have a graveyard deck of a log bait deck of some sort. But as you guys can see here, we get a pretty good defense down, and yeah, it didn't end up costing us too much at all there. And I think we go for a graveyard push here. Yes, we do. Maybe I should have gone graveyard on the other lane, to be honest, looking back on it. I think that might have been a better play, to be honest. Yeah, I think that would have been better for sure. He goes for thanks there. Interesting by him, for sure. By the way, this game, I mean, using this deck, a lot of the games are gonna really go on for a while, to be honest. Like, they're not like usually quick games, you know. They take a while, like around 4 or 5 minutes on average against a good player, just because it's kind of a graveyard cycle deck, so you can't really expect to get a whole lot of damage like really quick. So yeah, it's more of a graveyard like cycle where you're getting like on average maybe on a really good push you might get like 1,000 damage, but you're not really expecting much more than that, to be honest. And geez, I go for a, oh yeah, I took down his princess with that poison there. I thought I poisoned nothing for a second, but I get some good spear goblins chip there. He's gonna go for a prince push. I'm just gonna log that. Make sure I get that tombstone, the skeletons, just to, I guess, help take down that prince. The tombstone's a really good counter, maybe the best counter in my opinion, to the prince, just because those skeletons are very hard to deal with. Just because it has obviously quite a short, what would you call it, a short or long attack radius or time duration, I don't know. Anyway, I'm just gonna go for spear goblins in the back here. I'm gonna go tombstone. He does get a bit of damage there. I go for a bit of a late log. Don't know if I needed that, to be honest. But I'm just gonna go graveyard. I know he doesn't quite have poison in cycle here, and I'm just gonna poison that princess. That's quite nice. Obviously, getting the tower and the princess is always what you want to be doing. And here I'm hitting him up with a little bit of BM, a bit of counter BM because of that early thanks he gave me. But nothing, oh, not that it wasn't deserved. Quite a, that was kind of like a, yeah, exactly, that's what you get kind of thing. But anyway, he's going to drop with his princess there. I get some clutch spear goblins. He throws in a late log, and I'm totally fine with that. I think I might go for a log myself here. Or do I go for the tombstone? Go for the tombstone. That could have been scary if he went like prince. Goblin Barrel opposite lane, but I'm pretty sure I would have been able to defend it, to be honest. He goes for a Princess at the bridge. Interesting play by him there. Don't know if I would do it, especially being down this much elixir. But nonetheless, I'm just going to go in for another Graveyard, bait out that poison, and that's exactly what you want to be doing. Whenever you go for a Graveyard push and your opponent poisons it, in my opinion, that's a really good thing. I feel like Graveyard as a deck or archetype is in a really good place right now. I feel like Beta is a little bit too strong, but Graveyard, in my opinion, is just in such a good place. Maybe in my opinion, the best spot it's ever been in. That's just what I think, I guess. Again, going in for that Graveyard, and he's gonna poison that, getting 1 or 2 hits off with those skeletons. As usual, that's what I like to see. Getting the tower down to 592 HP, really close to 0 right now, and he's just gonna go in for another Princess push. We're gonna go Ice Column at the bridge and Graveyard, and then we poison the Princess, getting us so much value there. He's gonna go in for Rascals. Doesn't matter too much. We get, I'm not even sure if we do get any skeleton dudes or whatever hitting the tower, but it doesn't matter. 2 poisons or a poison and 2 logs will take the tower down. We're just gonna go in for a tombstone there, taking care of that prince pretty easily, although the ice golem does kill those skeletons there that come out of it. Nonetheless, we're just gonna kill that prince with the spear goblins, mega minion. We can go in for a poison over here, or do we log? We might log. Do I log? Oh wow, that's interesting that I chose to not log there. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really agree with that. I would have just logged and then defended with the some other troops, but nonetheless we do it, and we get a good defense off. We kill that princess. No, we don't. He protects it. Well played by him for sure there. And I think now we log. No, we just go in for a Graveyard plus poison, do we? Or we just split Rascals. That's well played by me. And now the tower is in poison range. That's what I like to see. And we're just going to poison it out. And that's going to be GG. So as you guys can see, it's really key, in my opinion, to make sure you play really defensively for the most part. Yeah, that's the key to this deck, in my opinion. Just making sure you're playing defensively for pretty much the whole game, and then choosing when to go on offense. But yeah, in general, a pretty key tip, in my opinion, is if you're in a risky situation where you're not sure, and you don't have that gut feeling, rather play kind of more defensively. Make sure, especially if you're kind of not too experienced in terms of playing high level at a high level, rather just play defensively, just play slowly, and yeah, kind of work from there, in my opinion. So here we're up against a mirror match. This is gonna be an interesting match for sure. I think it's another long one, but I think most of my matches, to be honest, are pretty long, so I definitely wouldn't recommend this deck for tournaments. So I'm just gonna go for a defensive Graveyard. As you guys can see here, right, he starts off with a Graveyard himself, so he's the first person to play the Graveyard. Alright, in my opinion, this is just my opinion, I'm really not sure about it, but I think that it's better to go with a Graveyard first, because then you can bait out your opponent's poison, right? Then he's kind of stuck in a bad cycle, where if he goes for a Graveyard push, he doesn't have the poison in cycle, so you're able to defend it with, for example, Spear Goblin's Log or Rascals, something like that, So yeah, if you think you're in a mirror match, just in my opinion, it's a good idea to go for a Graveyard push first. As you guys can see here, he's kind of got me in a bit of an awkward cycle here. So yeah, it's pretty key, in my opinion, to make sure that you're the one that's playing on offense first. So yeah, I do get a lot of damage here, however. So I was just kind of conscious or aware of his cycle. I knew it only had Spear Goblins. I had a tank, so Spear Goblins obviously are not going to do all too well when they just have a tank. I mean, when... yeah, I have a tank for my Graveyard, so that worked really well there. And I've got the tower down to 1400 there, getting pretty close. Just gonna go for an Ice Golem there. I was trying to actually block the Graveyard, block the tank, but it didn't work out there. That was kind of it could have been a pretty big mistake, but we get a really good defense off, and now we have a pretty big counter push, in my opinion. The Spear Goblins are not going to do a whole load. They kind of get a lot of damage on my Mega Minion, but it's still alive, and that's really what matters. And I've gotten I've gotten him, sorry, to bait out my poison. I've made him, jeez, bait out his poison, and that's like now he's playing on my cycle, right? So now I can just go in for a graveyard push. He doesn't have much elixir. I'm gonna be able to get a decent amount of damage, and this match actually isn't maybe that long. I'm not sure actually. It might be a bit long, but nonetheless, things are looking really good for me at this point, and I'm really looking to just kind of play slowly as usual, making sure that I don't kind of throw the game. And I think I just go for another graveyard push. As I say, as you can see, guys, I'm not afraid to go in for lone graveyard pushes, right? And I think he might have given up here. Wait, did he defensive poison there? I can't remember, because that did get quite a lot of damage, to be honest. And I'm not sure he used the defensive poison, but nonetheless, we just go in for the log there. That's gonna clean up this game pretty much, and we just end up poisoning his tower there. Or do we BM him a little bit? Hold on. Aha, so we go in for a little graveyard push to take the dub, and that's gonna do it, getting the W against him. But now let's head into the live attack and see what we can get done. Hopefully we'll be able to do something good, I guess, up against Billy from MS Argentina. Alright, okay, so he's gonna play archers in the back. We're gonna go Spear Goblins over there and see what he does. He's gonna go in for Ice Spirit. Okay, we'll log that. Hopefully I don't throw this. Let's go Tombstone there. And he's gonna go Expo. Okay, so he's playing Expo. That's definitely interesting. I'm just gonna go Ice Golem Mega Minion. Come on. Okay. Oh. Wow, this is scary. Please don't log. Okay, we're gonna log those. The Spear Goblins. The Archers right there. And the Mega Minion is gonna do a decent job. He does get quite a bit of damage early on, but I'm not too worried, to be honest. Just because I'm pretty sure we're gonna be able to get a good push right now. I can't remember if he is. No, he doesn't. He just used his Archers. So let's go in for a Rascals Graveyard. See if we can get something done here. And he's gonna fireball that. Interesting play by him. Hopefully we get some damage here. Come on. Give it to Daddy. Okay. Getting the tower down to 1881. Pretty decent there. And we have a decent cycle if he goes in for a graveyard. We want to try and save our Mega Minion, but we'll just cycle it in the back here. Definitely don't want to cycle our Ice Golem, just because we want to make sure he's saving that for his Expo pushes. Wow, he's going to go in for a Tesla there. Interesting play there. I quite like it, to be honest. I think it's quite a good play, just because now he's able to set up a Expo on offense. But what I don't like about that play is if he goes Expo in the same lane, then we're able to get poison value and damage his tower as well. Wow, he goes for an Expo there. Let's poison it, and that's going to be pretty good for us, just because he played it, I think, one tile too close to his tower, which allows us to obviously poison it. If he plays it one tile over, then we're not able to poison that as well as the tower. So yeah, that's definitely a really good play if you can get that done, or get that sorted, or whatever. Okay, wow. I thought he would maybe go for a graveyard push there, but he didn't. That's alright though. He's gonna go in for a Rascals. A Fireball plus Archers. We'll go in for a Naked Graveyard. See if we can get something done here, as well as Spear Goblins. Take out that Expo, please. Nice. This is looking really good so far. Getting a whole load of damage there, and we're able to defend this guy. This guy's Expos pretty easily, in my opinion. I think, to be honest, I think that Graveyard, if you play it right, has the deck advantage, but I'm not like 100% sure. Wow, that Archer is gonna get so much work done. Oh, okay. Nice, we defended. Oh, wow, look at the Graveyard. Whoa. Oh my goodness, wow, that was insane. Okay, let's go, boys. We got that 12 win. That's how I like to end off the videos. That is dope. Hell yeah. 12-2, I'll take that. Let's obviously open up the chest, see if we can get anything good. But 22 minion cannon, I don't know. I don't think this chest is. 31 hogs, that's really cool. That's really cool. And 61 musketeers. No legendary, unfortunate. But yeah, nonetheless, guys, I hope you did enjoy this video. I hope you guys like the face cam. That's going to be pretty exciting in the future. But yeah, that's going to do it for this video, guys. Hope you did enjoy. If you did, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, guys, I'll see you later, and peace out.